Hi guys, it's Nana here. So today I am going to be doing a different sort of video. I am going to be going through my sinking funds for 2018. So in 2017, one day ago, I usually had a sinking fund. I try to keep on top of it. I usually have like a notebook with the starting balance, the change, and the ending balance for my sinking funds. But I wasn't really on top of it like every single month. Some months I would skip, so I wasn't really focusing on my sinking funds that much. And this year I decided to make a more concentrated effort to, you know, be on top of my sinking funds. So I decided to create a Excel spreadsheet to kind of lay out my year, and I split it up into quarters. So I have January to March, then April to June, July to September, and October to December. Just because with Excel, all of those can't hold like on one screen, and I want to be able to see everything at a glance instead of having to, move everything from side to side. So I just decided to do it like that. So the categories that I ended 2017 with was car fund. I had $105 in that, and that car fund is like car maintenance. So when I have to go and pay for fitness for my car, renewal of the registration, and get my car serviced, the tires rotated, oil change, all of that, that would come out of the car fund. Dentist, I usually have a separate sinking account for a dentist just because it's only like twice a year you're really supposed to go. Sag, that is a compounded interest savings account that I have. I've had it for 2 years now, so this will be my third year. So is that basically it's like at every single year you would put in a certain amount of money. So my yearly fee is $1,200, and that's due at the end of March. And it's not a compulsory thing, so if you don't have the $1,200, you can actually skip that year. But I always try to do it just because it's a good idea, just to see your money growing, right? So that's that. Contacts and glasses. I have 24, sorry, so in Sag I have $620 towards my $1,200 goal. Contacts and glasses, I have $24.20. That's self-explanatory. So I wear contacts slash glasses, so I have to put money towards getting new ones. Trainer, like personal training for fitness, I have $50 in that sinking fund. This is for me to go and see the optician. I don't know, I like to keep dentist and my optician doctor separate. In 2017, that's what I did. Um, I'm planning a trip to go to the Dominican Republic in December 2018, and then for July 2018, I'm supposed to be going to California. So those are the balances: 300 and 200. Beauty and clothing, I never really had a balance for that. Doctor's visits, that's just going to like the regular doctor if you're sick. So that's what I ended 2017 with. So for January 2018, I decided to make some changes to my sinking funds. So for my sinking funds, I keep all this money in a single account. I don't live in America, so I don't have like a Capital One account or anything like that. I just have a regular savings account, and I transfer money from my main account where my paycheck is deposited and all of that to this savings account. It's not really a savings account because you don't get like interest or whatever, but I just want to keep my money separate, so I just transfer it to that. So I know when I go to pull money from that account, I know I would have to check my Excel spreadsheet to see, okay, what, how much money do I have to spend on this certain thing. So how I designed this layout was that I would have a starting balance and I would have the ending balance. So because I use every dollar pretty faithfully for the last 6 months, any changes that I would make, I would record in my every dollar app or online. So if I want to see why my car fund went from like 105 to $55 or something, I would check that. So I don't have to put it here in this Excel spreadsheet. So we're going to make some changes. Car fund is going to stay the same. Dentist, I'm actually going to delete that because I'm going to combine dentist and the optician into doctor's visit. Sag is going to stay the same. Contacts and glasses is going to stay the same. Trainer, I'm going to delete because I'm going to give up on the hopes of ever doing personal training. So that $50 I am actually going to put towards doctor's visit because I think I'm going to go to the dentist this month. So I bumped that up to $150. And then I had $50 left in there, and I'm going to delete that also. And that $50 is going to go towards doctor's visit, so it will be now $200. Alright, so what happened right there? I was supposed to delete trainer. Oh, okay. So I was supposed to delete trainer and I. Alright, so that's what's going on so far for January. Alright, so another sinking fund that I had to add for January was my license renewal. So my license is due at the end of March, and it's not a lot of money that I have to pay to renew my license. So I don't need to be saving for it for like a year or 6 months. 3 months or 2 months is pretty good because it's just $150, so not a lot. So, right, so my license is due at the end of March. So anything that's due within this quarter, I like to put it under my categories. Alright, so license is $150. So I'm going to put that under goal. And I think I'm just going to split that into 2 payments of 75. So in February, I would hope to put 75 in that and 75 in March. Alright, doctor's visits. I don't have any set goal towards that. That's kind of just whatever extra money I have left, I will put towards doctor's visit. Beauty and clothing, I don't have a goal for that either. And that would be whatever extra money I would have left over. California and DR, both of those goal is $2,000. Right now, I feel that when I get closer to it, that is going to change. It might be more. I don't think it would be less, but it might be more. So, but right now it's $2,000. For contacts and glasses, I am going to put a $300 goal just because in 2017 for like Black Friday, I bought myself some contacts and it was around $240. So I'm just going to use that as an estimate. For Sag, the goal is $1,200. And my car fund, I don't have a goal. I could put like $600. Alright, so another thing I like to do is that if the item is like due in a specific month, I want to be aware of it. So like when I look at the screen, I can say, okay, yeah, this is due then. So for Sag, it's due at the end of March. So I'm just going to put due here and then I'm just going to highlight the box. And then license renewal is also due at the end of March. And I'm going to do the same thing. Alright, so that's just what it's kind of like forward planning, but not really. So going towards April to June, I wouldn't really put the balances because that would be there as the months go by. In April, I have some additional sinking funds for like everything that's due. Alright, so, oh, I forgot. For January to March, I want to put the 52-week savings challenge. And there is a goal. I just don't remember. I think it's like $1,218 or something. I would have to double check and look back. But I want to do that challenge. So for April to June, I'm going to put back the 52-week challenge. And then also for this period, I have my malpractice insurance due. and that is due at the end of June. So I actually should start saving for it from at least February, but I'm gonna work that out and see what happens. And then I should be getting my tax refund in May, and this is not a sinking fund, this is just like extra money that I will be getting. So I'm just putting it here so I know where any extra income is coming from. It's gonna be from that tax refund, which I will be putting mostly towards my sinking funds, probably mainly towards the malpractice insurance, depending on when I decide to start saving for that. And then we're going to move on to July to September. So in July to September, California trip is due right at July because that's my birthday month. So we're just going to highlight that. And then we're going to move on to October to December. Right, let's delete this because it kind of got confused with the other. It got confused with January and February, so I kind of have to adjust it. Alright, so in October to December, Dominican Republic trip would be due. And when I mean due, that means whatever I'm saving for, that's when that money would be spent. It would be spent in December. And then I want to put a sinking fund for Christmas. Gifts. Usually I don't celebrate Christmas, but this year I decided that I'm going to do something for Christmas. So I have to save for that. So I'm going to put due here. And then because I said I wanted to do something for Christmas, the plan is actually to go to the States. So I won't be going to the States. I should be going to the DR for Christmas. But if I leave, I don't want to leave my father alone. So I want to send him to the States to be with my mom and my sister. So I'm going to need to buy him a plane ticket, or at least pay for half of the plane ticket. I think my sister would chip in. So I need to start saving for that. So that will be due in December also. And then that is it. Yeah. So that's all my sinking funds that I would need for this year right now that I can think of after, thinking about it carefully. So all these sinking funds that I have would differ from January would differ for the quarter, and I am going to actually put all the sinking funds like in every quarter. But why I did it that way, why I kept it separate, was just to kind of organize my thoughts. But I'm going to go back and put all the sinking funds. So all the sinking funds that I have in January to March would be the same sinking funds that I have in October to December. But I kind of split them up in the quarter just to make it known in my head which were due which quarter. So those are basically the sinking funds that I have planned for 2018. When I start saving for a sinking fund would differ based on like how much money I have available or how close it is to the due date and how much money it is going to be. So like for my dad's ticket, it's about $500. I would probably only need like 5 to 6 months to save for that. $100 a month is not a lot for me right now, right? The $20 savings, I think that's a bit too minute for me. I try to aim for $50 or more. So guys, that is my sinking funds for 2018. I'm going to organize it to be even prettier so that the next time that you see it, maybe in June, it's gonna look so good. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye!